Hello everyone, today it's time to clear all the controversies and reply once and for all to all the comments in my videos predicting bounties after Wano and reason with them, reason with everyone why and how my predictions were made. In this one, we'll talk about Luffy. Before directly jumping on to Wano, let's go through all the previous bounties so that we get the idea of the trend of Luffy's bounty over the past years. His first bounty was 30 million, which was after defeating Buggy, Don Krieg and Arlong. His second bounty raise was 100 million, which was after defeating Crocodile. His third bounty was 300 million after Enies Lobby, where he defeated Rob Lucci. His fourth bounty was 400 million. For the fifth time, it became 500 million after defeating Doflamingo. So the next huge increase in Luffy's bounty is seen after he defeats Katakuri in Whole Cake Island. His bounty triples from 500 million to 1.5 billion. I'll talk about why Luffy's bounty can be around 3.8 to 4 billion. This is like my new updated estimate, and why it can be around 5 billion as well. First and foremost, if we believe that the theory of his final bounty being 5.656 billion is true, like after he reaches Laughter, he becomes the Pirate King and surpasses Roger, and his bounty will be slightly more than what Roger's was, and 5656 translates to Gomu Gomu, and this is where Oda likes to be very tricky with us. So if we believe that his final bounty is around 5.6, I think after Wano, if he gets to 5 billion directly, if the jump is that high, it won't fit in, because he has a lot of fights left to fight and a lot of enemies to take down still. And I don't think after that, if he has to defeat Shanks, if he has to defeat Blackbeard, if he has to fight Akainu and the Marines, so I don't think it leaves a lot of room for his bounty to increase if his final bounty is going to be 5656. So it is very hard for me to believe that Wano will be the penultimate war Luffy has to fight, because there can be a second Marineford where Sabo is captured. There can be another war with Akainu. There is Blackbeard still waiting, hiding in the shadows and waiting to strike at the right time. If we take into account, there are at least 3 more pieces of the puzzle which has to be put into place before everything can conclude in One Piece. There is clearly the Elbaf arc. There is Marineford 2.0, which can be in Marijo. And there is the final war with the Marines, with the Blackbeard pirates. So there's a lot to go still. Another reason I think that his bounty won't shoot up like crazy is because I don't think the world government would want the secret of his devil fruit to be out, fearing that it doesn't fall into wrong hands. There has been incidences where pirates have beaten their opponents who have had higher bounties than them, but still ended up with bounties lower. For example, Blackbeard freed the most dangerous criminals from Impel Down, then showed up in between a war in Marineford in front of the entire navy and in front of the entire world. He killed Whitebeard and took away his devil fruit and showed the world what he's capable of, having 2 devil fruits, that is. Still, he ended up with a bounty even less than 3 billion. Now I'll talk about a few points which I think point heavily towards Luffy's bounty becoming around 5 billion. Law and Luffy have been the mastermind behind the entire raid and the entire plan leading up to Wano and defeating Kaido since the beginning of. Tagged as the mastermind behind everything and the mastermind behind taking Kaido down, because as it is, Luffy's image in the eyes of world government is of a very sinister and a very dangerous pirate. There is clear hint and indication of Luffy's bounty being 5 billion if we look carefully enough in the Whole Cake Island arc, where he was captured, and in the books clearly mentioned that Luffy's bounty will be 5 billion. When and how, that was not mentioned, but it was foreshadowed that his bounty will reach 5 billion. and beating Kaido, who is at 4.8, seems like the right time to. He has a rare mythical type devil fruit which the world government has been looking for since hundreds of years. Did I miss out on any important points? 3.8 to 4 billion or 5 billion? What is your take and what do you think Luffy's final bounty will be after Wano? Do let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, share it with your nakamas and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more One Piece content.